I have not a clue what happened. Maybe it's telling me not to go live today. Oops. Sorry, guys. I got kicked out somehow. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Crocheting is very fun and relaxing to me. It's just like diamond painting, you know. I do know how to knit, but I'm not too much for two needle. Uh, yeah. So uh, it is a lot of fun. It is. Well, for me, it is. Like I said, I just want to see. It's been over a year since I've crocheted. Um, and my OA decides if it's going to hold out, I can crochet a little longer. Good afternoon, Lori. I just thought I got kicked out the first time, so see what happens here. I'm just crocheting. I'm doing single crochet. There's all kinds of different um, crocheting, but for the star afghans, um, I always use the single crochet. Uh, um, between diamond painting and this, it keeps me in check with my ADHD and stuff. Um, I've learned to have patience with it, um, but it keeps my mind occupied. I guess that's the best way to say it. But it is a lot of fun. Now, when my hands used to work right, I could whip one of these up in about a month. It takes a lot of practice. You know, some people can pick it up really, really, really quick, and then some people they can. It takes some time, and then like my twin sister, she just her hand-eye coordination just could not cooperate with her. Um, yeah, my mom is the same way. My mom loves it. She's an avid crocheter. She really is. Um, she can whip up everything. Yeah, the tie blankets are really funny. Really fun. Um, Anytime there's a new baby coming or something like that, I try to do one. And I try to do an Afghan. Um, I've made all my husband's family, side of his family, most of all of them, I should say, um, start Afghans and stuff like that. And then I've made a couple for my mother-in-law. I've never made one for myself. That's the thing. I never did. Yeah, Jennifer said I should have went on with her yesterday, but I didn't pull this out till this morning. So again, my kitten, she's flying around here like Peter Pan. And my older cat, he's just snoring right away. He could care less. As long as she don't get up in his space, they're fine. Um, I should say, well, when he doesn't want her in his space, they're fine. A lot of times, he's going up to her now, and being fine. But then as soon as she comes up to him, and at that moment he doesn't want to be bothered, then he takes a nice hiss at her. But he's not aggressive or anything, which is really good. That's what I was both my husband and I were afraid of if we brought her in the house and he ended up being aggressive. But she's still in 5th place though. Got to get her in that pet contest, get her up there. We're just gonna stay live for a little bit and then I'll get off and post the bingo ball numbers and finish up the round for the bingo draw today. Finish it up for the week. And then Jennifer's got our Pattern Queen's got our game going on tonight. Yes, I'm ready for bingo tonight. I'm so ready. I don't know about anybody else, but I know I'm ready. Yeah, I liked that game you did, Amber. That was fun. Oh no, Lori. Yeah, that's definitely a little turd. Well, we're gonna get her before she goes into heat. When our income taxes come in, we're going to get her done right then and there. So next month, um, the only thing I got to make sure is that they say 6 pounds or a certain age. So I just got to make sure that she's that certain age because she's only 4 pounds. She's a dinky little thing. The best way to do is go onto each of ours and see if it says subscribe. Um, if it says subscribe, then those are the ones you're missing. I always try to keep my arms down, but I end up like this all the time. So I don't know. So I just leave it like it is. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Amber. It's different, that's for sure. And I think everybody's gonna really enjoy that, just like Miss Elizabeth's game. Yeah, yeah. Find Lori, find my picture um in the feature and with the list of everybody's YouTube channels. But see, some of the people are complaining that they can't comment, they can't do this, they can't do that on YouTube. Um, I cannot go through the app itself. I can't go through Facebook. I have to literally go on to Google, search it, and then go in that way to YouTube. Because otherwise it won't let me in. It won't let me do anything. So I think that's where some people are having the problem. They're doing it on their app and they can't do it on their app. Um, so I think that's the biggest problem with that. Yeah, see, I don't even actually have the actual app on my phone just because it's automatically installed on my phone. It's like a smartphone or whatever you want to call it. Um, and then I go ahead and just leave the app off since I got to go through um, the search engine, go through the whatever that's called, Google. Yeah, I know that they're expensive. They're very expensive. Um, it's gonna cost you I don't think we have anything like that around here. Um, but to have her spayed and her front claws done, again, they're not getting ripped out, they're getting lasered, so it's a little different. It's gonna be about 500, 5 something. That's not including, um, what you call it? Um, like if they give her pain meds and stuff like that. But that includes her shots, everything to get her current. Um, because we don't know, like her mom, we don't know anything about her. She was just a feral cat that started coming around and popping out babies. So, and then, well, not her mom, but her mom's mom. So her grandma, Grandma Kitty. Um, and then looks just like her. We called her Fluffy. Um, and we kept trying to chase them off. We got good homes. We gave started giving them away because we didn't know what to do. There was just so many, and they have a catch, fix, and release in this area. Um, but the one place never got back to us, so we couldn't even nip that in the bud if we wanted to. It is, Amber. It is very crazy, but my for me and my husband, you know, all of our cats, well, our two boys, and then now this one, um, were stray cats. Um, Merlin, we got him when he was 6 weeks old. He was born to a stray or a feral cat, and luckily we got him pretty quickly. So he did, he doesn't even like to be outside. Yeah. See, yeah, they don't have nothing like that out here, and which really sucks. Um, and some states are passing certain laws and, stuff like that. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, we still got like 7 cats outside that just, my mother-in-law, she takes care of them. She feeds them and makes sure they're nice and warm for the winter and stuff like that. Um, but, I always say when people get animals, it is so sad, especially cats, when you don't get them fixed, at least get them fixed, and for domesticating them and you still let them outside. Now, people will argue with um, that they will say, "Oh, well, that's what cats are supposed to do. They're supposed to roam." Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to get more yarn here. Um, oh yeah, but when you take a cat into your home, it's a different scenario. It's something totally different, you know. Um, but if you're going to let them out to roam, at least get them neutered or spayed, because it is the population of cats is just unreal, and it does, like you said, it's crazy how much it costs. And Lori, I mean, I wish they had clinics like that around here for others, that, we take them in, but then we have a hard time getting them money or getting them up there. But, they, to me, my animals are my babies. Ain't gonna put up with, that kind of stuff. I just do it, I'll go without, you know, being that there's nothing around here. Yeah, that's the population is something. And it's sad when they do that because like there's no kill shelters, which are awesome. But then, they get so overloaded and then they send them to these other shelters, they kill them. and it's not the animal's fault. They understand not to have sex. They just don't understand it, so because it's embedded, it's encoded in them. So it's unlike us humans, when we're popping out babies after babies after babies, we know better. They don't. Yeah. Yeah, I believe my little girl's part Maine Coon. She's got the markings of it. We do have a Maine Coon that runs around town. And I did hit my other cat, Wizard. He was part Maine Coon. And the biggest tail of it is the ear hairs and the facial, you know, how their face looks a little bit different. Oh, that's bad, Amber. That is bad. That is so bad. People like that don't even deserve to have human children if they're doing that. If you can't afford an animal, then you just don't get one. You know, and animals should be never given to children as pets because that's just the same kind of thing. They get to a point, then they just get rid of them. To me, that would be bad. You just like kids, human kids, they're commitments. But they live 14, 15 years, and you know, when you get a kitten, like my Merlin, he's gonna be 14 in March. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? Beautiful Cindy. Doing that right? Oh, but I don't think I'm doing it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, jeez. There goes my big ball. That big ball. Oh, well, I've made one round. See if I can at least do this one round and then call it a day. Yes, I'm always dropping balls. I know. I know. Well, normally I don't put my skeins in 2 balls, but there for a while when my husband and I would take a road trip, I was taking my yarn bag and the what I was working on, and it just seemed to make it a little easier to put it into a ball. Um, and I stopped doing balls because of having cats. Um, my Wizard, the one that was part Maine Coon, um, would I wouldn't even know until I'm just crocheting away, and then all of a sudden I get to a very wet piece, and then it'd be bit off. Oh, yeah, that's, when you start learning how to do chains, when I first started about 25, 30 years ago crocheting, God, that sounds a long time. Um, I would do a chain, take it apart, do a chain, take it apart. I would get so flustered with it, and I'd call my mom or say, "Mom, what am I doing wrong?" And yeah, it's until you really understand when you come to the end of the chain and you're coming back. The one thing I've learned is you um, crochet into your like you do a single crochet into there and then loop 2 and then crochet again, start crocheting. That's how you're gonna get that evenness. It's really hard to explain because 'cause I'm not good at I don't know how to read patterns. I do not know how to read patterns. I can look at something and, I can pretty much guess, if it's like a single crochet, double crochet, stuff like that. I've just actually honestly started learning how to read patterns. Yeah, the count as well. I was just gonna say that too. Um, and the count is yep, my kitten found the chart. Oh boy. Kitten has figured it out. I'm gonna show you. She's being a little stinker. Really? This bugger. To do the chain stitch between rows. Right? Like, cut it out, Tater. Uh, she sometimes she won't answer to little potato. She answers to Tater. I don't know. Come on, hey, I'm not catfishing. I'm not catfishing. Oh boy. Hey, can I please have my yarn back? Can I please have that back? She's so cute. She is. She's so cute. Helps them lace str yes and no, as you're going. Um, when my mom was teaching me that, she actually told me to stop using it. But also depends on the pattern that you're working on, what kind of, um, blanket or shirt or, not shirt, sweater or something that you're right, Nicole? Um, but yeah, just, it just depends. In some patterns or in some things, I know Jennifer could probably agree. You think it's a certain stitch, you start doing the stitch, and you find out you don't even like that design, and then as you go on, you start to alter um, the way it looks. Um, something I have never. There go. My phone's almost dropping again. I have never, and I've always wanted to make one. Is a very long sweater. Um, but I've made scooties, where it's a hoodie with a scarf connected to it, um, and it has over on one side, I'll put like um, a big button, so I can button in and have a little buttonhole made. She's really getting my yarn. Just give me a second, guys. Here, yeah, you're making me drop everything. Ooh, it's got tater slobber on it. Hold on, guys. I gotta get this because she is going to slobber all over this thing. Oh, up there. Mama gonna get you. I'll make your own yarn ball. I promise. That's what I've had to do with my other cats, make yarn balls for them. All right, so I guess I'll take this other crazy thing and there's the yarn. You can play with that. Yeah, you can play with that. I'll make a ball yarn for you later. She's like, but I don't want it, Mama. I don't want that. Silly cats. Love them to death. Yeah, see now she don't want to mess with it. Oh, she's figure trying. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make her her own yarn ball. I had to do that eventually with my other cats too. Um, Mama has a hard time keeping the ball, and she loves to lay in my lap, so she's trying to figure out why she can't get in my lap right this moment. Um, mm, hey, potato, give me that back. There's Mama. Yes, they do, Madeline. Yes, they do. Hey, that's Mama's little peekaboo. I see you. Yeah, for my boys, I've had to make every time I'd have to make a small little yarn ball for them every time I crochet. So I would take my scraps and make balls out of them. Now she's playing with the other yarn. Um, yeah, and I learned the hard way. I had to keep stuff up. I mean, I've got so many pictures like where my boys would just get into my yarn and they'd have Merlin. When I laid the star Afghan out and he'll be dead asleep. He will wake up and he will have to go sit on it. I'm not kidding you. He will wake up out of a sound sleep and come sit on it or lay on it for his approval. That cat's crazy. He's very picky. But yeah, I've made all kinds of stuff. I've made mittens. I've made messy bun hats. Just all kinds of stuff. Booties, dresses for little ones. Just all kinds of stuff. Ooh, now this is hard to get in here because of her slobber. Yarn just does not like to cooperate when it's right. Okay, where am I? There I am. So this is one of my many things that I like to do outside of diamond painting. Uh, Crocheting will always be my first favorite. I used to do these really quick. I could do one up in a 6, 8 feet, 10 feet. I can do up in about 4 to 6 weeks. It just depends on how much I was working on it that day, each day. And this is for my cousin. I promised her this like well, my twin sister's been gone over a little over a year now. Almost, yeah, a little over a year. So like a year and a half ago. So I'm hoping I can get this one done for her and get it to her. So, and then I got to make my cousin's one as long as my hand will hold up. See, she don't like the yarn when I'm not moving it. She went in the other room. Well, I think we've been on here long enough. I'm gonna get on here and get the bingo ball numbers up and posted here in a few minutes. And I guess Jen doesn't want to come on, so yeah, that's okay. She was on yesterday. Yeah, now to make one of these 6 feet at minimum of a 6 foot Afghan, it will take three 1 pound things of yarn, possibly three and a half each for each color that I work on. It depends. Um, like if I'm doing just 2 colors, it would take, because once it starts getting really big, um, it will take like a pound just for like one section, like a section of like that. So yeah, it's oh, plastic canvases. Yeah, I don't do anything but this. My mom does Plarn, and she was trying to teach me um through video and stuff, because my mom was a good distance from me, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. And it wasn't the fact that I couldn't get the hang of crocheting it, I couldn't get the hang of how to start it, because it was, the way my mom does it, she does it a little bit different from what I understand, and it was just confusing the crap out of me, so I just kinda gave up on it. But my mom makes some really cool, um, purses, and, she makes stuff for, like, the homeless people, the mats and stuff like that. Um, but I'm gonna have to get my mom to send me some pictures of her bags that she's made. Oh my god, they are so cool looking, just so cool. Um, but yeah, she makes a lot of them. And she doesn't sell them expensively. That's the whole thing. My mom is something else. I think that's where I kinda get my that from my mom, because I wouldn't sell my stuff very expensively either. Um, and I get yelled at. My bestie yells at me. But that's just the way I am. I get more of an enjoyment of making it than making bukus of money on it. Oh, that's alright. We can do it another day. I said I was going on it a little bit, but anyway. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can get my mom to send me some pictures of her bags, and, then I could show everybody, um, the stuff she does. But my mom loves to crochet. She's I don't think I've ever really known my mom not to crochet. I mean, there's been times she'd go for quite a while without it, but then she'd get right back on the saddle again, and, um, she's made Afghans and all kinds of stuff, mainly Afghans, like the long ones. Um, but she seems to really like making that Plarn stuff. She seems to really like that. So I might have to tag my mom in this and have her to make a comment. So, but yeah. And I taught my nephew how to crochet. He was taking it home ec in high school. He just needed like an extra credit or something and he said because it was for the girls. I bet you that's what it was. Um, oh, okay. Um, so I taught my nephew how to crochet a scarf, um, because he come home and he was telling his mom about it. His mom's like, "You better ask your aunt." So I sat down and taught him how to crochet, and he hasn't picked it back up since. But I know there's a lot of guys that do crochet. There's a lot of guys that diamond paint. Uh, you know, um, I think crocheting can, it's unisex. It's gotten a bad rap because some will say, "Oh, it's just for women," or "It's for guys that are gay." No, it's for everybody. That just, yeah, I don't know. People are goofballed. You will, Goldie. Cindy, you'll get it. Um, it's just takes time. Um, I get really confused because my mom had taught me a certain way. I crochet backwards, I think is what they call it. Um, I should be left-handed when I'm crocheting. Well, anyway, there's a lot of videos. Like my best friend, when she started crocheting, she got on, looked at a lot of videos, and that might help you. Um, you could probably go on here on YouTube and type in um, single stitch or crocheting for beginners. Stuff like that might help you. I can't watch people teaching somebody to crochet. Um, I have to do it. So that might, for some people it might help, you know. Oh yeah, that is good. That is good. Um, but yeah, my best friend, she cracked up when I was showing her, and she caught on really, really quick. And she says, you crochet backwards." It's like, didn't notice any different of it. Yeah, so it's just me. I'm backwards anyways. Well, so far so good. My hand has not killed me. So this is kind of where I'm at. I love these colors together. My cousin picked these colors out, and I just at first when she told me the colors, I'm like, ew. But I don't judge. um, but then when I started doing, I'm like, oh my God, those are really pretty together. And I've done all kinds of colors. I did one for my stepbrother's granddaughter's son, one of her babies. I did it in red and blue. I ain't doing that again. Um, but then I mean, I've posted them on my Facebook. I might have to try to get some pictures together and show everybody all the ones I've done. I mean, I've done a lot. Um, but yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm glad y'all joined me. I'm so excited. Maybe another day, Jennifer and I can get on, together and crochet. But I'm getting ready to post the bingo ball numbers, bingo for the bingo draw. So, all right. Much love, guys.